Back in 2019, Jorge Masvidal was all the rage, right? Knocks out Darren Till, fastest knockout in UFC history against Ben Askren, the BMF title against Nate Diaz. But then he ran into some champions, and now he gets back on the horse here tonight.
Well, he's fighting the best of the best, and that is what you do when you win those types of fights. You push yourself into big moments. But tonight he has to use his skills. He's got to use his ability to defend takedowns, make this fight a stand-up affair. When you talk about a guy that wants to fight, you're talking about game-bred Masvidal, a guy that spent time fighting bare knuckle, fighting in the backyard before he became a mixed martial artist. So this guy's a fighter. Let's see if he can make this fight take place where he needs it to in order to get a victory.
Right, Tyron Woodley famously said years ago, Jorge Masvidal is the best pure boxer in the UFC. Got to get those hands going here tonight. So the path to UFC welterweight gold, of course, goes through the UK, courtesy of Leon Edwards' win over Kamaru Usman, but he's got to keep the focus where it belongs. He's got another hungry young challenger in front of him tonight.
Yeah, and Leon Edwards is one of those guys that can lock in. He's one of those guys that doesn't seem to me now from the outside to be a guy that falls in love with everything that comes with being the champion. He lives in the now. And he will have to do exactly that if he wants to retain his championship tonight. He's got to be able to use his boxing. Leon Edwards is fast.
Oh, yeah.
Everything he does right. He's crisp, he's sharp, and he uses all of his tools. He is really the definition of mixed martial artist, and that will have to be on display tonight if he wants to keep his championship.
You're right, and he may not wow you with muscle mass, but this is quite a frame for the UFC's welterweight division, and Leon Edwards has all eyeballs on him here tonight. All right, now let's get you our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jorge "Game-Bred" Masvidal. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon "Rocky" Edwards.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the Octagon. The three-piece and a soda fight finally upon us. Jorge Masvidal and Leon Edwards. I think for a lot of people this fight kind of had to happen, and these fans are going to get a shot tonight.
Those are fight words. That's what we call it where I'm from, fight words. When you hit a dude with a three-piece and a soda, you got to meet that man in the Octagon. Tonight, we finally get the culmination of that story. It took forever, but we finally get here. Is it going to be Masvidal? Is it going to be Edwards? We're going to find out very shortly. He checked that last one. Nice shot there by the champ.
Slips the punch. All right, so a big early land by the boxer. He put a lot of steam on that one as he's able to get that hook home, DC.
He lands it perfect. I mean, he throws it perfect. Right hand is always where it needs to be. If he throws it with the right, the left hand's always where it needs to be. It's tight, it's crisp, and it lands with a lot of power. Look at the turnover in that kick.
All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin. You can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to sleep.
So just over 20 total strikes have found the mark for Jorge "Game Red" Masvidal. That uppercut will work. Oh, Masvidal in a real flow here, sticking and moving. Crowd is like just reacting every time he moves.
Masvidal now has the crowd eating out of his hands. The one thing about Jorge that makes him so difficult to deal with is he never allows you to trap him. If you got to try to get the more takedown, he evades and escapes. He's a phenomenal fighter.
Man, that's a stinging jab. You can tell he's been boxing his whole life.
Yeah, and I mean, it's popping over and over. He's throwing it. And he's a boxer, so he throws it from a little bit of a different stance. So it's not something the MMA fighters used to see.
Wow, what a head kick.
Nice head kick. His opponent has not adjusted to these head kicks.
Quick jab.
Oh, nice elbow.
Edwards, his nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. 2 minutes now to go in round one.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect. Now they separate.
Oh, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. I have a novel idea. Maybe the opponent should try to check one of these.
He's got to try to check it, but he can't, John, because there's no windup. He's hurting bad here. Oh, big elbow.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused about where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Oh, left hook to the head is blocked. Man, has his chin been tested early.
Oh, nice body shot. Oh, nice leg kick.
Oh! Big right hand there. Big land there. Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Masvidal gets caught by that straight punch. Beautifully landed by the opposition. Just had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Final seconds of the round. Nice job by him defensively there.
He's hurt.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and thankfully it came right then and there for him. He was knocked down pretty significantly near the end of the round. That will keep him in the fight. He goes back to the stool. We'll see to what extent he can recover. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
All right, here we go with the start of round two. Leon Edwards versus Jorge Masvidal. Edwards' shot there is blocked. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
stiff jab. Defense not there for him thus far tonight. And now Masvidal's nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge.
And just to stand up from Masvidal is a handful for anybody, man. Technique is tight. Everything comes from where it's supposed to. Comfortable and confident is Jorge game-bred Masvidal. Oh, he's got to keep pressing here.
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game team.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working.
How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
Well, body language is a great issue.
Take a step back. What a phenomenal fight.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Wow, what a fight.
All right, well, good news is he Masvidal's been dealing with that cut on his nose for a while, and now it is just pouring blood. Under 3 minutes to go, round 2.
Oh, that body shot hurt him.
Oh, he blocked that punch. Nicely done defensively. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack. All right, so the ref is going to step in here and call on the doctor to look at what is a now mangled nose. This could be the end of the fight.
It could be the end of the fight. There's a lot of blood. The blood's going down into the mouth. I mean, the nose could be broken.
And I guess if there's any place to get a cut on the face, the cheek ain't a bad spot. And it looks as though the doctor will allow him to continue. Crowd likes that decision. We'll see how long he can stay in this fight.
Ready. Ready.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity. Oh, you got to start to look to finish him now.
Oh, nice. Nice.
All right, so the unofficial fight numbers thus far, 80 total strikes have now landed for Jorge Masvidal. And if you care about the efficiency, connecting with a 37% accuracy rate against Leon Edwards. That punch no good. Edwards is really bleeding something fierce now. That cut's not getting any better. We got the best cut.
Oh, you hurt him again, bro.
Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beat Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
Big right hand.
Trying to cover, but he's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, big shots here. We might get a stoppage here soon. Guillotine attempt now. Looks as though he's got the neck.
Oh, now it's getting tight.
Oh, hang on a second. He escapes.
What a tremendous job. You saw his hands immediately go to the inside. Attack the lock, create some space, grow to your back, give up the mount, but live to fight another day.
And now Masvidal's cut on his nose does not look good. Actually, it looks really bad. You got to think the ringside physician is going to get called in here in a moment. He's having his way with him here. Masvidal's able to flatten him out. Really pressing on him now. Opponent's belly flat on the mat. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Jorge game-bred Masvidal. Oh, he lands another pinpoint strike there, and no surprise to see the swelling upstairs get worse.
That accuracy, man, it's something to behold. This guy is so good at finding his target. Now, he's got a big old marker on the guy's face. to try and hit. You have got a smart fighter in front of you. You have got to move your head, or he's going to keep going there.
All right, so that round is in the books. Edwards' nose has got to be broken. I'm no doctor, but perhaps they should call on one right now. You hate to see a fight ended because of a circumstance like this, but I'm just not sure the fighter's going to be able to continue given all the blood. All right, so now we have some real adversity. There's a cut on the nose. Hard to know if that's impacting the breathing, but some definite damage in that previous round.
Yeah, some real damage. And now when you get a cut like that, that is in a bad spot. Because every time you get hit on the nose, it's so jarring. And then the blood starts to go down into the mouth. He's got an uphill battle ahead of him.
Do you believe it? This next round is underway. In the previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters here.
These are the types of fights that makes it so fun to sit.
Now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got a hurt bag.
Oh, he gets up. The question is for how long? Circling away towards the left now. Edwards is an absolute mess right now. This fight might actually get stopped by the ringside position.
Oh, man! He hurt him bad. Oh, big old.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
And that will do it. Leon Edwards has done it.
Oh my goodness.
One final time to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 9 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
What a moment for Leon Edwards, another massive knockout. I'm not sure any KO is ever going to be on the level of what he did to Kamaru Usman, but this one was pretty sensational.
Yeah, it was a tremendous knockout. I mean, sure, he didn't knock him out in the last 30 seconds like he did Kamaru Usman, but every time you can put somebody out, it feels like nothing you've ever felt before. It is the most exciting thing. Leon Edwards right now is riding a cloud like not many people have experienced by getting a knockout in that fashion.
Congrats to the welterweight champ Leon Edwards, very much looking like the best 170-pound fighter in the world tonight.